Alright, collect words, the next section. I guess we spend a lot of time in the lexicon edit because that's the most useful and most thorough. The rest of these are pretty straightforward. This one is fun. This one you can use to possibly build your vocabulary because it's all based on semantic domains. And as they say here, that it's designed for a workshop on word collection, semantically based word collection, and then you have these websites you could go to if you want more information about that. So there it is. I'll leave this up here for a little bit longer if anybody really wants those websites. And okay, I can also click don't show this again if I don't want to see that every single time. But here we go. So we have these semantic domains, 9 very broad ones that get more specific as we go along. So for example, if I wanted the universe creation, I can kind of use these questions for myself. What words refer to everything we can see? You know, universe. I think Payot has the word Eazan for that, which simply means I'm going to gloss it as universe. And then I could type, if there's any other words, you know, universe, creation, cosmos, heaven and earth, macrocosm, everything that exists, existence, Nuib. You know, I could do these if I didn't already have these words, but I do have these words, so I'm not sure if I'm not sure what's gonna happen with that. But again, you have this show hidden fields option. Of course, I don't have anything hidden, so you're fine. And then you have more specific words. Sky. And again, these questions can help you maybe think about words that you haven't done yet. More specific words. Sun, air, weather, moon, star, planets, blow, air, wind, cloud, rain, snow, etc. All of that. So after I go this, so we should probably go back to Lexicon Edit and show you how to insert a semantic domain. If I did not, I guess I kind of did, but just maybe I should do it with a couple of words that I haven't done it yet. So yeah, we have all these things: sky, world, water, and so on and so forth. Person, you can have bodies such as body parts, organs. That can be fun since in different cultures, different organs are the seat of the emotions. So like the heart is an internal organ, but maybe it would also be connected to social behavior or language and thought or something like that, depending on your culture. And you have body functions. So yeah, real lovely juvenile words there. But hey, you might want to have words for those in your Conlang. Sense and perception. See, hear, taste, smell. Body condition. Are you strong, weak, energetic, tired? And again, lots of in every one of these different questions you can use to ask yourself what words you might want to talk about. What words you might want to add. So this is actually a pretty helpful thing in this collect words function. So I'm going to go back to the Lexicon Edit and see if I can... Now I don't remember. Actually, I think I did show you with the Vodome, right? I showed you how to do that. Let's say, for example, Okath Payad. I could put this into a semantic domain. This would be universe creation, living things or animals, maybe. Bird. So now I have this connected to that semantic domain. And it has the little handy-dandy reference number, but it also tells you what it is. So again, collect words, useful for potentially building up your vocabulary without having to translate a dozen things, although that's fun too. The classified dictionary, now this gives you a dictionary just like before, but instead of alphabetical order and such, we have our semantic, we have it arranged according to our semantic domains. Oh, and look, here are the ones that I introduced earlier. So they're there. I should check if they're in the lexicon itself. They probably are. But here I have duque for brook, loon, alcathpied, tir, heub. So lots of things that I've already done. You know, there's definitely a lot more to do in terms of that, but that's what the classified dictionary would look like. And again, it might be useful to you if you would like it, if you want to use it, if you want to make use of it. Alright, bulk edit entries. So, oh, look at that, I have some checked for some reason, but I can clear all or select all. Normally, if you come here, everything is checked initially. So, here's what you can do for this. I can have list choice. I think I need to have certain fields visible for this to actually work. Let me see. So I'm going to go back here like I showed you before, the columns, you can configure them. And now I'm going to do variant types. I was playing with this earlier because I was trying to bulk copy from the Lexium form to variants and then do like a bulk find and replace. But unfortunately you see this variants and stem name subentry. Some of these don't have the little blue arrow thingy next to them, which means that you can't use those as a target field. It's a little bit frustrating. I don't really understand why. But see, I have these variant types. So now the target field is filled out. Variant types, I can change them to whatever the variants I want them to be are. But if I really wanted to do that, I might have to first do filter for, actually choose. I don't even have to do filter for, I can just choose nouns, for example. And I might want to say, oh, all of these nouns. That's weird. Why is that erased? That's probably a mistake on my part that I'd have to fix. But I now have all nouns. I might want to say that these variant types are all verbal inflection. And I might hit OK. I can preview it before I apply it. It's going to show me that this is what's going, what's going to result. Irrealis verbal inflection, etc. However, I don't want to do that because they're not all verbal inflection. If I did, obviously, I would hit apply. And of course, you don't have to do this with all of the words. You can check some and not check others, and so on, and hit apply. But I don't want to do that, so I'm going to hit clear. And I think I'll select all and can leave it in its default state. So that's the list choice. I think there are only certain target fields that are valid for that. Probably ones that have different types that you could choose, like variant types. Bulk copy. Okay. I had a situation early on where I had a bunch of, oh, let me show all here, where I had, I think the pronunciation forms were showing up in the citation form or something really bizarre like that, and I wanted to fix that. So I needed to come here. First I'm going to get rid of the variant types. So I have citation forms, add that. Pronunciation, add that. Okay. So I had to take the forms in the citation form, and so that's the source field. Target field was the pronunciations, and then I could preview. And that means that, oh, first of all, you have some different options down here too, but Now it would have both the pronunciation and the actual citation form. Al, ab, abid, etc., etc. Now, it does that because I have it specified here that if the target field is not empty, it should append separated by a column, comma. But I could also say, if the target field is not empty, do nothing, which isn't going to give me much because there's no change. So I can clear that, I could apply it, and it wouldn't make a difference because it wouldn't change anything. But I could also say, if the target field is not empty, overwrite it. That means now I would not have the pronunciation anymore, the IPA. I would have simply the orthography in the citation form. So that can be really useful for different things, but in my case somehow I had pronunciations in this column and I wanted them in this column and various things. So you can just bulk copy and change things. Okay, the click copy. Excuse me. So I have the lexeme form, I have the citation form. So let's say if I click on the lexeme form in that field, it's going to copy what I clicked on into the citation form. So I now have two of the same word, which I don't really want, but there you go. If I put pronunciations and I clicked on this, now it has wheat in the pronunciation form. Again, I don't really want that, but that's how click copy works. String reordered at word clicked. Not entirely sure what that would do, but we can check it. So it just reordered it, I guess. I don't know. I'm not sure what that might be useful for, but maybe it is for you. And again, I can do the append separated by comma or colon or y or whatever I might want to do, or I can just overwrite if the target field is not empty. Alright, the process one, I'm still a little confused on this one. I don't really know how all of it works. You can set up different processes, but again, I don't really understand what this does. Maybe this would be, someone mentioned they were having some problems with some characters. So maybe this would be a way you could fix that. I don't know exactly how it would work, but that's a possibility. And again, preview, apply, help, do nothing, overwrite, or append separated by whatever you want. And again, you can always check or uncheck whatever items you want. And that process can probably be made easier by filtering things if you only want to work with nouns, or if you only want to work with verbs, or if you want to filter for something specific. So I could, for example, filter for words that end in B, double B. So now that's all I've got. And that would make it easier if I wanted to replace that double B with something else. Okay, bulk replace. Well, you have to decide your target, your lexeme form. I was playing around with this earlier, so I did do like the double B. You can set it up, replace double B with a V. Okay, preview, and now the lexeme form, your target field, is going to have that. I would rather it not do that because the lexeme form should be with the double B. However, the V is usually the plural form if it's not genitive or oblique, if it's not connected to a noun or an ad or a verb, respectively. And then I can just clear it. And of course I can change this. I can replace H with J. Whatever I want to do. Alright, reversal indexes. These, as I mentioned, I don't really know what you do with these. But it's an option there. You can add them, set them up. But again, I really don't understand what they're for. If you do have them, once you have them, you can bulk edit them just like you can with regular entries. The same options. Oh, and delete, of course. So bulk edit entries, delete. So I can delete all the entries, I can delete the citation form, any of these target fields that I want, if I wanted to delete them for some reason. However, of course, I don't. So I think that gives you a good idea of what you can do with Flex in terms of keeping and specifying various things in your lexicon, and I hope that you find it helpful. If you do have any questions, please feel free to contact me. And I think I'm going to sign out right here, and next week, this is actually shorter than a week, and so if I have time, maybe I'll do this earlier. We'll do the text and words. This is a really, really fun one too, and really useful, especially if you want to have a lot of literature, either translations or unique, originals in your Conlang. So I'm really looking forward to sharing that with you too, and the grammar as well. All right, this is me signing off. So have a good day, and I'll catch you next week. Bye.